let's get on to a better show.
NXT.
Where Eva Marie had her blockbuster championship match.
Which
but we'll get to.
Good.
But we'll get to.
We'll get that.
But there were a lot. Oh boy, like I was really disappointed that they have Michael Cole like temporarily be like in charge since William Regal
had surgery.
Yeah, since William Regal had surgery. So they revealed that in the opening, and then they had the contract signing between Finn Balor and Samoa Joe for their match at Takeover London.
Oh, London. Cool.
Yeah, they're gonna be in London for the next Takeover. I think in 3 weeks, about 3 weeks. I think they said December 16th.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Then Joe, he just walked in the contract signing, signed, then walked out. Didn't even look at Finn Balor.
Wow.
And then as Finn Balor signed and was about to leave, Samoa Joe attacked him and then choked him out in the ring.
Oh, that sucks.
Whoa.
They're making Finn Balor look so weak in his position.
Well, they're making Joe. It's not that. It's just they're making Joe a viable threat to Finn Balor.
You think he's gonna lose something?
To Joe at this point,
I'm not fully sure.
I don't know. I highly doubt it though. I don't think they'll put the belt on Joe. I could be wrong. They may do it.
Though. Like, he's just
but of course, at least that'll be more believable than what's going on the main roster.
Yeah, but I don't know. I highly doubt they'll put the belt on Joe, but you never know.
Maybe he's unpredictable, sadly.
Being predictable is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing.
I know, but it's just a certain. I don't know. Anyway, next.
And then also the tag team championships were on the line. The Vaudevillains invoked their rematch clause against Dash and Dawson. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, but Dash and Dawson ended up retaining, and it was a pretty good tag match. Either way,
are they playing them as heels or face?
Wait, who?
Dash and Dawson.
Oh, they're the heels.
Okay.
They're definitely heels. But then after the match, Enzo Amore and Big Cass returned and attacked them because
was Carmella or no?
No, it was only Enzo and Cass.
And attacked them for what?
Because before, I think it was like last month they showed that like Dash and Dawson like took out Cass's knee.
Mm-hmm.
So like they returned for revenge. So they're gonna, I guess now.
But they attacked the Vaudevillains or they attacked Dash and Dawson.
Enzo and Cass attacked Dash and Dawson.
Oh, okay. I think you said the Vaudevillains.
Mm-hmm. So that'll probably be a lead up to like they'll probably defend the titles against Enzo and Cass at Takeover.
Okay.
Right.
It was supposed to be Asuka versus Dana Brooke, a rematch from Takeover Respect.
No, Emma comes in. It was so funny. I actually watched this. Emma tries to hit Asuka, but then Asuka just roundhouse kicks her. It was just so funny, and then Dana just comes running down, and then Emma finally gets her, puts her in the Emma lock, and then
that's it for her.
Yeah.
And then also we get Apollo Crews taking on Jesse Sorensen.
How come they didn't put him in a straight line with
Baron
Corbin when Baron Corbin was like beating the heck out of Apollo Crews during the championship match? They didn't like follow that up.
No, they did that after the match, but like Apollo Crews got his victory over Sorensen, and Jesse Sorensen he was in TNA for a little bit. He actually wasn't wrestling for a while because of a neck injury he suffered in TNA. But now he's on NXT. But I guess he's a jobber now or something. As far as I see. Then Apollo Crews challenged Apollo Crews accepted Baron Corbin's challenge for NXT Takeover London.
Is he still undefeated? Well, technically undefeated because
no, he lost legitimately to Joe.
What?
He lost legitimately to Joe.
Wait, who? Baron Corbin? Oh, no, yeah, Baron Corbin's not undefeated.
I'm talking about Apollo Crews.
Oh yeah, he's still undefeated.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because Baron Corbin attacked him.
Yeah, so Apollo Crews won by disqualification, so technically he's still undefeated. Even though he didn't win the belt, he did win the match by DQ.
It would be cool if the NXT had a lower mid card singles belt for the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but for the guys,
time. I think that's the thing, time.
Yeah, but for the guys, it's only world title and tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's like equal competition, so everybody's going at that one thing instead of like Intercontinental, US, World Champion, this, that. So that's. Then it's
Plus, I don't think that
even Bailey the main event.
Yeah, but I don't think, but I don't think they have enough on their roster for other titles. Yeah, for like titles like the Intercontinental. And
Yeah,
I feel like they should do what WWE's been doing, getting some WWE talent that doesn't get noticed that much, but are really talented, and bring them back down. I've been saying for months that Naomi should go back down to NXT because if everyone's getting getting title shots already, like let Naomi go down to NXT.
It would be cool if
full moveset and let her be amazing down at NXT.
It would be cool if somehow if Karen Gill decide to not retire or at least get fewer matches in.
Karma?
No, I'm talking about Kurt Angle. Can let him go to NXT along with Shelton Benjamin. Get some of those guys back down there.
And maybe, help put those NXT rookies over.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean,
like they did with Brian Kendrick.
But Angle's been through enough. He'll retire soon.
Yes, we don't know when, but at some point.
Yeah. Then the main event was obviously Eva Marie versus Bayley
with the referee.
And I was really intrigued though of how they did this because it was actually a believable story. Like they did the whole thing of corporate getting behind Eva Marie and how they had Charles Robinson come in during this and how she now has Nia Jax by her side.
I felt like she should have had Cameron because her and Cameron have a little more chemistry.
Yeah, but
they're like believable BFFs more than Nia. I mean, I see Nia Jax is a big powerhouse.
But they did this so like she has so that Eva has like a big huge like monster by her side.
Tamina had with AJ.
Yeah,
like AJ had with Tamina.
Yeah,
I get it. No, because the match was actually really good for my.
I mean, storytelling wise, it was pretty good.
Yeah, but Bayley clearly out wrestled Eva Marie.
Clearly.
But it was still you can't just sit there and not give Eva.
And it was definitely a way for Eva to really get some heat and to really make the fans really hate her guts.
Yes, and
to cheer Bayley even more and really put her over big time.
Oh, definitely.
So I think everybody won in that case.
Yes, even though I believe there was a spot where Bayley goes for the cover and then suddenly Nia Jax comes in and attacks Bayley, and then
it was belly for belly to belly. Then Nia Jax pulls the referee out, attacks him, and then Charles Robinson comes in. Belly does a belly back from the top rope, 1, 2, 3. But then they didn't show the camera angle, but they just said Nia Jax just attacked Bayley, but they didn't show.
For some reason, I saw that.
I mean, I'll admit though, the match was pretty short.
But
storytelling wise, it was pretty good.
Yes, well, I guess another two things to say. Well, one.
But then at the end of the match, after Bayley retained, Nia Jax. Nia Jax attacked her.
Wait, that's the third thing now. If you didn't see this, Mike,
so I'm guessing probably Bayley's next challenger is Nia Jax.
Probably.
At least that's what I'm thinking.
How's Bayley gonna pick up Nia Jax for
somehow, some way?
I don't think she'll win with a belly to belly, but she'll find some way to win. Yeah. Probably.
Unless she just off the top rope.
Her hands around her.
But
I'm not making fun of her.
Well, wow. Oh wait, now I remember. Oh yes, after the match, they actually did "Let's Go Bayley" chants after she got knocked down, like as if she actually lost the title. Which kind of confused me a bit. Like, okay.
Wait, they did "Let's Go Bayley" chants after the match?
After Bayley was attacked by Nia Jax, it was knocked down to the ground. She was slowly getting up there chanting "Let's go Bayley" or "Thank you Bayley." No, yeah, the "Thank you Bayley" chants.
Thank you, Bayley would have made more sense. Definitely.
Yes, but still, it's not like she actually lost the match.
No, she did. I mean, no, she didn't.
Cameron, I thought they should give her more. They should she hasn't competed in 3 weeks. Like she did something that bad, but get fed to Asuka. I thought they should give her another match with like Marley or whatever that the girl that Eva demolished, but she was really good.
Also, not much to really complain about, but like, wow, I forgot what I was gonna say now. But this is already an old rant.
Karma.
Oh yeah, and also they announced that Sami Zayn will be returning soon.
2016.
They didn't say that. All it said was Sami Zayn returns.
Okay.
I didn't see 2016.
Okay, well that was earlier in the year I saw that, but okay, cool. He's coming back soon, especially now that I have the network. But
I really
also,
don't care. I just honestly
well, of course, this is already an old rant, but still, NXT is just making more believable stories than WWE. Oh yeah, that's the second.
definitely more watchable than Raw.
The thing I don't get with the whole thing is, I'm pretty sure the same people who work with Raw. Some, not everybody, but a lot of people that work with Raw work with NXT. So I don't get why they are. I understand Raw's 3 hours and it's a long show, like Triple H said. But hey, it was your call to make it 3 hours. I don't think anybody. People might have said we want Raw to be longer because at the time you guys weren't progressing long enough. Like,
well, CM Punk was a champion. There was some good stuff there.
Yeah, so if you guys cooperate with the same show, if you know how to make a show great in 1 hour for them to say NXT is better than Raw, even you're gonna cut down Raw to 2 hours, which would
they gotta bring it back to 2 hours.
Yeah,
it's just making it 3 hours was just probably one of the worst things they could have done.
Or at least change it from 9 to 11. If it goes back to 2 hours, just let it be 8 to 10.
Why can't they follow the philosophy less is more?
Well, in some cases, not every case.
Well,
like they say,
in a lot of cases though, when it comes to creative and storytelling wise, and definitely exposing your product wise, that's it. Less is more is definitely the viable philosophy term to really go by.
Also, I believe I spoke to you about this. I could be wrong. That one of OTR Essential's recent videos is like, oh, the most believable thing to do for the world title is to actually give it to Triple H.
That's pretty believable because he's like in Survivor Series, he's trying to be in the spotlight. Might as well give him the belt.
I actually saw this meme of Mr. McMahon saying we make sure John Cena is like kind of like the first hour of Raw, so his fans to see him.
Like to get us like to
his fans are like small kids, so basically
like. Oh yeah, keep going.
To basically get him to watch his fans to see him compete before their bedtime.
Yeah, but here's the thing that will really get people interested is if you definitely try and keep pushing if you keep pushing Cena, Orton, and Sheamus and all that as heels. Friday nights. Yeah, that's
pretty much.
Well, for me at least, yeah.
Oh wait, well.
What does that say?
Oh.
No, the other one.
Well, this one's definitely more of a shot right here.
The title, the confetti, Triple H, the double cross. I've been there, man. Of course, the fans were actually behind me.
Of course, because that was because they want to get behind him. They want to get behind Braun, but WWE's not bringing him back right now. I wish I can be like, if there was an internship for WWE, I wish I could just go in there and just be like, okay, you guys should know you're doing terrible right now. So you might as well.
So they should do that. They should have like a little website where they rate Raw and SmackDown and like different shows to see how they're doing, so they know what to change and they make comments about what to do. Because a lot of fans out there have good ideas that we can use, but they're not going to
do that. They're too stubborn and they want to do it their own way.
And
they
plus,
don't want to do it the fans' way.
Plus wrestling's kind of simple to book. It's not that hard to do. You don't have to overcomplicate.
It's the story because people.
Yeah, it's not that hard to. It's not that hard to do unless if you really think about it. It's not that hard.
People expect more and they want. Because before, I guess they were okay with the little thing, but when it turned PG, it was a lot of stuff they couldn't do, which is stupid. Like, turn it back to PG-13, more adults watch it than little kids anyway. But
the problem is they're trying to target everybody. That is a mistake because not everybody is gonna be pleased with Not everybody's gonna be pleased with the whole product.
Wait, then what do you have to say about movies? The movies.
They should do segments. They should do at least they should do segments for all right, this segment is for the kids. This segment's gonna be for the 18 to 34-year-olds.
Wait, then what do you have to say about
this segment's gonna be this segment's
early. They
this segment's
at 9.
This segment's gonna be for the women. This segment's gonna be for the elderly.
I mean, they do that. They did that with Renee and Becky. They were like, when she was like the B and PCB, and Becky was like, "Hey, there are children in the crowd," and they were like, "Only B and PCB is Paige." Like they kind of tease it, but they don't really like. You're stubborn B and you're.
Well, what's the difference between that and kids' movies? Because it's able to target everybody, or at least get most people invested into it, where it's not just about the kids; it's about the whole family.
Well, like I said, because one part of a kids show, one part of a kids movie will be a lot for kids, but if, but you know, a lot.
But what does this have to do? Well, no, well, this.
But then some segments, no, because they'll make hints. Because in movies like Lego Movie and
let's start to cut you off, but this is more like nostalgia based because there's a lot of people that grew up playing Lego, so of course it's gonna draw people to watch this.
Well, yeah, WWE doesn't have that. It doesn't have that
nostalgia drawing.
Well, I mean,
power,
it does because they send in the part timers.
Yes, they mainly rely on the part timers.
But what happens when all those part timers are gone?
Time to clean up your act and make some sense.
You can't rely on Taker and Brock and Rock and
Sock
and Sock. Well, he's not gonna wrestle ever again. But all those guys. What happens when all those guys can't do it?
What are you gonna do? Take them out of their car.
Make new stars.
Choke them out.
It's that simple. What a great idea! Oh my God, that is a genius. That is a genius move. That is a genius idea. Did you come up with that all by yourself?
No, it's been in the book. It's been in the books for decades already. It's that time again where you have to bring in a new, fresh set of stars, or at least book your stars that you already have correctly. Make some new champions, some new stars, characters, and go on from there!
No, the thing I hate about it is not, like, now the other top stars are, like, injured or gone or whatever, or coming back.
Yeah, it's the perfect opportunity. There's no Cena, there's no Orton. Rollins is hurt. A lot of people... And it's the perfect. Title on
Sheamus. They don't find. They tried to do Kalisto, but that didn't go so far. He lost to Roberto the next Monday Night Raw. But I still got people talking.
Yeah, that. Oh my gosh, and I really thought that was stupid too. Why they just put over Carlito? Not Carlito.
We wish.
Why they put over Kalisto instead of Ryback? Ryback could have been more believable.
Reasons. That's my podcast.
You know what? It's not even the point of ranting because ranting's not going to change. Only not tuning into Raw every week and not
paying attention to what's going on.
Not paying attention to the product in general.
Boycott.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, I'm kind of already boycotting Raw, but I'm watching it on Hulu. I don't know if that's making any difference.
At this point,
yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I'm really considering, not watching that much WWE and just going into NXT. Still watching NXT. I'll still definitely watch all those, but not a lot of Raw or SmackDown. I'm definitely not watching SmackDown anymore.
I won't be surprised if in the next few weeks you're just like, okay, I'm done watching Raw. I'll be back for the Royal Rumble and possibly Fastlane, but definitely WrestleMania, and then you're just completely done until SummerSlam.
It might change. You never know.
But yes, we're hoping.
Well, we've said that for years. We said, "Oh, it might change. It might change." It's all the same stuff.
But now they'll have to change. They'll have to this time, or else they'll go out of business.
Well, right now, I mean, I just hope they do something good for this week's Raw, for Monday.
Yeah, I'm just hoping. That's what I'm hoping.
Wait, this week we got some.
A couple days. I hope they do something in a couple days, for Raw.
Well, feels like I'm not saying anything. Okay, there's gonna be some change right now. It feels like the numbers have to get lower. That's it has to be at least below 2 million or even Below.
It has to be. I think we have to lower it down to TNA numbers.
What, like 100,000?
Oh my.
No, that'd be
God.
too much. Like at least under 1 million for them to finally wake
Definitely
up.
under 1 million. Yeah, they lose 1 million.
Another million,
Viewers,
lose another 1 million viewers. Yeah,
then they got then that's when they know they gotta keep.
but then again, still, this is a blessing in disguise, as we already mentioned that. Hey, we already lost all your great stars already, so this is someone we can finally address the big problem
Well,
here.
not
Is
lost.
WWE gonna do something about it?
Well, not